From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your afternoon update.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Meteorologist Mike Krueger. Thank you so much for joining me here for your afternoon update. You may already begin to feel it. These temperatures are on the climb, and we're already beginning to notice that here for today. Temperatures well into the 90s for many of us in the valley later this afternoon. The north end of the valley may touch 100 degrees today. It's still not out of the question here, but the bigger heat, that's going to be here by Friday and Saturday. That's when we expect some of the hottest temperatures of the year so far. Not as hot by Sunday, and especially going into Monday, Tuesday of next week, when those temperatures will begin to plummet, and big time too. We'll take a closer look at that here in a second. For this afternoon, there it is, the valley, 99 degrees. Now, you head down to the south, places like Chico, more like the low 90s for those daytime highs. And that's why, as you head to the north, we could possibly briefly touch 100 degrees. Otherwise, mainly upper 90s for the north end of the valley, 80s and 90s, even for some of the higher elevations, and mid 60s for the coast. So there's that ridge of high pressure. You see the arc in the clouds? That's what's moving in. That's what's building in over Northern California, giving us these hot temperatures for today. Now, the winds are going to be pretty typical, as we'd see in the pattern, where they pick up in the afternoon, they die down overnight in the early morning hours, and then pick up in the afternoon as well. That's going to be the case here for tomorrow, and that'll be the case once again as we go into your Thursday as well. Now, it looks like today, tomorrow, they'll be from the south, but by Thursday, they'll be back out of the north. So what does that mean for our fire weather risk? Well, they're going to be on the moderate to high range here later on this afternoon, and then taking into your Wednesday morning, we see some good recovery, 30 to 40% relative humidity, and then moderate to high again for your Wednesday. But it does look like we are seeing conditions improve as far as the fire weather risk. You can see we're more in the yellows than we are oranges by the time we get into Thursday, indicating that it's more the moderate than it is in the high range. And this is actually just something that the Storm Prediction Center released a few hours ago, and that is, look at this, a chance for some thunderstorms out into eastern portions of Plumas County. So you can see that right later this afternoon and evening, maybe a thunderstorm or two popping up in Plumas County, but otherwise it should be dry for everyone else. And of course, looking at mainly sunny skies. Tomorrow morning, there will be some fog along the coast. That may take a little time to burn off, and more clouds in the afternoon, especially off to the east. Maybe a stray sprinkle, but for the most part, it will be dry on Wednesday as well. Let's take you into your Thursday. Thursday morning, there you can see we got that fog developing along the coast. Kind of burns off a little bit here with partly cloudy skies for the coast Thursday afternoon. Partly cloudy skies in the mountains, but sunny skies and hot, making its way into the valley. And there is that extreme heat watch for Friday morning through Saturday evening, with temperatures between 100 and 110. The foothills, some of the higher elevations, more like 100 to 105, but the valley, more like 105 to 110. So here's the overall setup. This is what we're seeing here this week. That high pressure is in place, but temperatures may drop slightly as we go into your Wednesday, Thursday. That's because some cooler air is riding to our north. But we've got another ridge coming in from the south, will be even stronger. This is where the bigger heat is going to be on Friday. Then again on Saturdays, that pushes a little bit off to the east. And then look at this. See the cooler air that's coming in from the north on Monday. And there it is again on Tuesday. This is that big plummet in those temperatures from the triple digits to the 70s, quite possibly by the time we get to Tuesday of next week. So quite a drop. And on top of that, there could even be a chance for a few showers in the forecast, including parts of the valley as well. So look at that 10-day trend, that roller coaster ride up by Friday, Saturday, and then it plummets on Tuesday, and then ticking back up by Wednesday, Thursday of next week. All right, so here's what we have for the rest of the day today. As I mentioned, not out of the question for the north end of the valley. Redding, maybe Palisadro, Cottonwood, Anderson, City of Shasta Lake, maybe for a brief period of time touching 100 degrees. But the farther south you go, the cooler it gets. Temperatures mainly in the 80s, even some 90s for the higher elevations. And tonight, we're looking at temperatures in the low 60s for the valley, mainly in the 50s for the higher elevations. Cooler spots like Alturas at about 48 degrees, upper 40s to low 50s for the coast tonight. Let's take a look at that 7-day forecast for Redding, Red Bluff, and Chico. Temperatures for Redding and Red Bluff kind of going up today, down a little bit Wednesday, back up, and then there's the big heat by Friday, Saturday. But for Chico, just a gradual increase before we get to those triple digits by the end of the week and this upcoming weekend. The coast, inland, and for Trinity County, temperatures also going up a bit. We're going to be in the triple digits possibly, even for places like Trinity County by Friday and Saturday. Look at that, even a chance for showers on Monday for some of the higher elevations. But for Siskiyou, Modoc County, the eastern mountains, we got those temperatures going up, then back down to the 80s and 70s by the time we get into Sunday. Monday, a chance for showers, and looks like maybe even a better chance for showers by next Tuesday. That's your afternoon update. I'll be back again at 6 o'clock this evening for your latest forecast. Until then, have a great afternoon.
At Wind River Resort and Casino, we like to celebrate life's little moments. Oh, and the big ones too. Because around here, when you're completely in the moment, that's when the magic happens. Come in and find your moment at Wind River Resort and Casino.